Hello everyone! I'm AYANA, a Vtuber. Today, I'll explain how to set a render property. Let's begin! Let's start! This time, I'll explain the item of render properties. These are the settings relating to the render. First, let's begin from switching the render engine. Open Render Properties. Click Render Engine. The default state is Eevee. There are also Workbench and Cycles to choose from here. Sampling allows you to set the number of samples when rendering. If you want to change the number of samples actually rendered, change the value of render. On the other hand, when changing the sampling number of the render display of 3D viewport, change the value of viewport. Next, let's look at Ambient Occlusion. Ambient Occlusion can be used to create shadows in areas that are difficult for light to reach. To use Ambient Occlusion, you need to create a node like this in the shader editor in advance. The Ambient Occlusion node can be added by pressing Shift+A and going to Input Ambient Occlusion. The Color Lamp node can be added by pressing Shift+A and selecting Converter and then Color Lamp. After building the node, check on Ambient Occlusion in the Render Properties tab. In this way, Ambient Occlusion is generated. Next, let's look at Bloom. If you check Bloom, you can set the object to emit light. Build a node like this. The intensity of light changes depending on the size of intensity. The emission node can be added by pressing Shift+A and going to Shader Emission. Next is the shadow setting. Basic shadow settings are made from Object Data Properties, Shadow of the Light. In shadow setting of render properties, the important is this soft shadow. By checking soft shadows, unnatural shadows will be softened. The last is film. The important setting for film is transparent. If you check transparent, the background without the object will be rendered transparently. Let's now render and see how it is. This is the end of the lecture about render property settings. How is everyone doing? Did you understand today's lecture? If you found today's lecture useful, please subscribe. If you have any requests, please let us know in the comments below. See you again in the next lecture. See you soon. Bye.